How's it going, crypto community? This is Jade, the XRP Martian, back with another video. Sorry about that noise, smacking my table. At any rate, this article comes from Coindesk, and it's titled, Traditional Money Could Be Surpassed by E-Money, such as stablecoins. This is coming from an IMF paper, and if I'm not mistaken, this IMF paper I actually read earlier, somebody linked. I believe that this is written by Tobias Adrian. So I read through this article a little bit, and it's pretty dense read. But I will share this article here with everybody in the comment section below the video. So if you want to read through this particular piece of writing, I guess, or suggestions from Tobias, then by all means check the link in there and you can read the fintech notes here. The rise of digital money. It's a pretty awesome little read. There's tons of good stuff in here, but it's not something that I want to cover in a video. I feel like this article will probably do it at least good enough justice, so we can talk a little bit around it. So, to Daniel Palmer's interpretation of this article, a new paper from the International Monetary Fund suggests that cash and bank deposits could be left behind as digital money and fiat-pegged cryptocurrencies see greater adoption. The fintech note, titled "The Rise of Digital Money" and published Monday, looks at the the tech firms are increasingly. I'll start that whenever, guys. So this fintech note titled "The Rise of Digital Money," which was published on Monday, takes a look at how tech firms are increasingly competing with major banks and credit card companies. The authors write in the introduction, digital forms of money are increasing in the wallets of consumers as well as the minds of policymakers. Banks and cash deposits are battling for so-called e-money, electronically stored monetary value denominated in and pegged to a currency like the euro or the dollar. Ultimately, cash and bank deposits will face tough competition and could even be surpassed by these new forms of value transfer, the paper warns. Growing in popularity, forms of e-money like stablecoins may be more convenient as a means of payment. The authors question the stability of their value. It is, after all, economically similar to a private investment fund guaranteeing redemptions at face value. If 10 euros goes in, 10 euros must come out. The issuer must be in a position to honor this pledge. So they write. So banks should be able to stage a fight back against such payment upstarts, offering better services or similar electronic money products, the note continues, but policymakers are warned that some disruption is likely within the banking industry. Even so, banks are likely here to stay, as firms offering these new payment methods may move to become banks themselves and use their data advantage to offer targeted credit. The paper addresses different types of new payment mechanisms, including iMoney, and equivalent to e-money, except for a very important feature. It offers variable value redemption into currencies. It is thus an equity-like instrument. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken from the paper, the iMoney is a term that I was looking for in a video a previous day. It is known as a unit of account. And a unit of account is actually what was the definition or the term I was looking for to define what Ripple is. A lot of people have said recently, well, if Bitcoin is a store of value and Ethereum is a smart contracts platform, what is XRP? XRP is a unit of account. That's AKA it is the standard setter of value, right? That is XRP, the standard. So we can call it a unit of account that will underpin the value of the global monetary system. And that underpinning unit of account, should XRP actually be chosen as such, that will accommodate the global value. If you're going to have, you can't, let's hopefully, to put this into simplistic language, for the average person that's new to this, right? Those of you who are out there and are technically sound, I apologize if this is not direct, right? Like, I want this content to be open for everybody. So the idea is that this unit of account, it will be a liquid, or it will store enough value to liquidate all value in the world. And the reason they will need to be able to liquidate all value in the world, it will need to have the value of everything in the world preserved within its total value, right? So if you add up all the value of all the houses, all the cars, all of everything in the world, including all the money, say we have a few, it's enough to get XRP up to a price of $10,000 per XRP, because that's one of the biggest prices people throw out there, right? Not saying XRP is going to 10,000, just as an example. So say all the value of the world equals $10,000 worth of XRP. Well, or an XRP price of 10,000. Well, for that system to maintain liquidity, there must never be a lower value of XRP's value must never go below $10,000. Otherwise, you could experience what would traditionally be known as like a bank run, right? Where you have a run on your currency because people don't believe that the value is there. So the idea is, when you create this network, the idea of this unit of account is to ensure that a bank run can't happen by ensuring that the value we see in the economy is reflected by the value of our global economy's unit of account. And again, hopefully this will end up being XRP, but that's speculation. We don't know until it happens, right? At any rate, they also use, I don't know why, but they're trying to claim that Libra coin could be considered an iMoney. And I don't believe that that could be considered such, as it doesn't have a fixed supply, and it's more of a stable valuation and not a variable value redemption into currency. So I don't agree with this point, and I don't even remember them using Libra as an example within this. Let's actually make sure. Libra iMoney. Yeah, it doesn't even iMoney. Sorry for this. I just want to make sure that it's not actually mentioning Libra. I just didn't see it in here. Nope. Yeah, this is talking about the digital Swiss gold. So yeah, this is not, Libra would not be considered iMoney. Libra would be considered a B money, or if not a B money, it would be an E money, not iMoney. iMoney is variable value redemptions, right? Now, they also label cryptocurrencies separate from iMoney, but you can see both utilize blockchain for their validation, right? They use blockchain technologies for that validation. And both are decentralized, whereas e-monies are centralized. So, just to be clear, the reason why we came into this is just to make sure that everybody understands Daniel Palmer made a mistake. Hopefully Daniel will see this video maybe, and he will come through and correct his error here in regards to the terminology. But at any rate, you now know, and hopefully you can take this information that I am sharing with you and put it to good use, right? So I'm going to burn a few minutes here because I still need to get another minute out of this video, and I'm technically done covering the article and everything related to this paper from the IMF. So let's jump into price real quick because it's an interesting afternoon. XRP is back above 32 cents. It is, and as you see this black line that I have here on the chart at the 32 cent, that was a resistance range, and we shot above it. And now the price doesn't want us to go back below it, as you can see on this hourly candle that we're in right now. It tried to push down just about 45 minutes ago below its resistance, back below that 32 cent, and it's popping back above. So perhaps in the short term we're going to see XRP go test 33.5 cents if this bull momentum continues. Otherwise, perhaps we're going to consolidate somewhere in this range, maybe somewhere in between. Maybe we'll come back down and test the 30 cent to see if we can bounce off of our 50-day moving average. But with that said, that's just a projection. I am not a financial advisor. I'm just find this stuff absolutely fascinating, and I love to share all this information with all of you, my viewers, because You know, without all of you, I don't know what I'd be doing for work. This is like the coolest thing ever, right? How many people out there get to enjoy researching and doing what they love for an income? It's not a great income, but you know, it's enough that I get to survive, and I love being able to do this for you guys. So it's a legitimate joy to be able to create this content for you and to be able to share in this excitement with everybody who's in this space. So as always, even though I am not a financial advisor, I hope that you will hit that subscribe and tune into my next video. If you want to know when it's coming out immediately, be sure to ring that bell and also hit that like so that others will be able to see this video pop up in their searches in regards to XRP. I hope you've enjoyed, and as always, I can't wait to see all of you in my next video on Mars.